everybody, it's Rach and Sarah from Finders Keepers, and we were just wondering, are you traveling this summer?
Are you maybe a little worried about how you're going to pack all your crafting supplies?
I'm worried, Sarah.
Well, fear not, because this video coming up, we're going to show you all of our tips and tricks for traveling with your crafty stuff.
So we'll be doing that right after the whistling.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to our State of the Paper address.
We are Finders Keepers. I am Rachel.
And I am Sarah.
Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thursday.
It's Thursday. It's not Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we're live.
No, we are not
We're
live.
not live.
I'm sorry.
We're not live.
We are actually today, Thursday morning, the 22nd, we are meeting with our washi manufacturer. Washi manufacturer. Yeah. And so and that's really exciting for us. It was the only time he could meet. He's a super busy guy.
Yes.
So we decided to pre-record and bring you the State of the Paper address live via satellite. No, not live via satellite.
Close.
Yeah.
Live via time travel.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we're doing. So welcome, and here we are.
So hi to all of our friends that are signing on and seeing us not live. So Evelyn
and we will post this on
Bonnie
our Facebook page on Thursday.
Yeah, we're going to post this on our Facebook page, and then it'll be up on our YouTube page on Monday. That's going to be our schedule. So we're glad that you're here with us. And what's going on, Sarah?
Well, summer.
Woohoo!
Basically, yeah, we got summer going on in a big, big way. We live about a mile from the sun, like 1 mile, 1.2 miles from the sun.
Is it 1.2? I thought it was 1.2.
It feels like 0.5. I mean, or
feels
like on the sun.
Next door.
It's a million trillion degrees outside, and that's kind of the name of that tune. But I think we're keeping cool inside mostly.
Thank God for
trying not to run up the electric bill though, because that can get nuts.
Well, yeah, we hate it, but
so the kids are out of school and we're all hanging out a lot.
Everybody's kind of being lazy at my house, at the Stelzer household.
I have a new thing where this year
Sarah's trying a new thing.
Yeah, I've never let my kids sleep in past 8 in the summer. I always feel like you should be up and at 'em and making your day happen, and that's kind of my thing. And I get it, Rachel. I get it. It's my thing.
It's her parenting style.
Yeah, my child, my
style.
choice. And so so that's my kids. So but this summer they're teenagers. They need a little bit more sleep. So I've made an agreement with them that they can sleep in
a bit.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's like crazy. I said, I just don't know if I can let them sleep like past 10:30. So we kind of have a deal like
let them sleep, but she's upstairs, walking very heavily around, opening and closing doors.
I don't do that, but I do. I did say like, well, if it gets to be like 10:30, I might just want to peek in and make sure that they're still alive.
Make sure they're still alive.
Maybe do CPR or whatever has to be done at that point. Yeah.
That's not good.
You don't know CPR?
I know the concept of CPR.
We gotta get her certified.
Well, I am certifiable.
Yeah. No, in CPR. Good gravy. Okay.
My kids, they typically don't sleep past 9 or 10. Typically. But if they stay up until 4 in the morning, then... Well, because they stay up till 4 in the morning. But today they're up. They were already up and something at like 9 something. I don't know. Okay. Beth gets up. Ashley's the one that sleeps. Ashley's a sleeper like me. It's nice. So, I couldn't be Sarah's child.
No. Well, she's not a night owl either. That's the thing. Rachel's not a night owl or a morning person.
I'm a 10 to 2 person.
Yeah. What kind of person is that?
Me.
Yeah. One of a kind.
One of a kind. A special one of a kind of love.
Today we're talking about traveling because a lot of us have
trips coming
up, and you want to maybe take along a little project because crafting is how we unwind, and vacations are how we unwind, and maybe you want
to melt them
to bring bring something along to work on as you're hanging out with your family wherever.
I can't just sit and do nothing typically. I mean, I can sit and watch TV, but even then, I get my knitting or something.
My sister always says, "Can't you just hang out?" I'm just like, I don't know.
Sarah is not capable of just
hanging out. I don't know if I can.
No.
So anyway, if you have to travel, we have some ideas. These are our tips and tricks for like packing up and getting your crafting act on the road. First of all, pens, markers, and pencils. I have 3 basic things I take.
Right.
And I usually take one of these 3 things. If it's
sometimes
just
we take all 3 of these.
Sometimes all 3, but mostly just one. And if you, I actually wrote an article a while back called Planning
into the New
Year with Sarah.
Something like that.
We're going to link to it.
We're
linking it to it. And I showed you how I set up so that I'm always ready with pens and washi on the go. And this is kind of layer 1 of that.
We also, Sarah wrote an article for kind of this, and so that's going to be posted on our blog.
And that has all the links in it,
and that
too.
has all the links in it too. So we'll link to that post also. We'll link to all of our posts and references.
Yes. So anyway, this is from Create 365, the Happy Planner people.
This is our toolkit.
Yeah, it's in our toolkit. We added this stuff to it.
We added some
little stuff to it. But it's just a basic pencil case. It has the nice elastic strap so you can attach.
You can
to a planner if that's what you're using. But you can also put your crafty stuff in here. And I've got markers. Like, I always have a Zig Millennium pen because that's kind of one of my journaling pens.
Also in our toolkit.
Although I love that Copic multiliner.
Yeah,
that's kind of an awesome journaling pen. I might switch over. And in here, just all the time, I've got some pens. This is another Zig writer that's in brown, and I've got some washi in here.
I'm all being nosy.
Yeah, she is. She's like, what are you putting in there?
What do you have in there, Sarah? What do you have in there?
And then I have some stickers
She's not sharing.
that Rachel's not allowed to see. And yeah, so I have some basics in here, and this is just, I can grab this and go like to piano lessons. I need to put stuff in my planner.
Right.
Whatever. So that's that. Level 2 marker. This is what bag?
This is called a Kipling 100 pen bag.
Oh, it's right on the cover, and I keep forgetting what it is.
But it is called a 100 pen bag because you can put 100 pens in it.
I need to not be alive. Okay.
Yeah. Right here.
Right. Okay. So inside,
you need to be alive. Stop it.
It has these. I know. Sorry, Truman. Sorry.
You.
Okay, so it has these little elastic loops where you can keep your pens all organized, and then it also has like a dumping ground where you can keep your other stuff in there.
Washi, some Post-its.
It's a really nice, sturdy.
Now this you could throw in your adhesive,
a stiff-sided bag, so that's good. It protects them a little bit.
But you could throw your snips and your washi and your glue and you can even throw stamps and stuff in there too.
And then my level 3 is this makeup bag. And I just happened upon this makeup bag. It's Alicia Silverstone, and she doesn't make it anymore.
She still makes stuff, but not this
bag. This bag is so awesome. It holds pens and washi and stamps. It's kind of a mess right now, but I should have fixed it up because we were doing a video, but I didn't.
But no, this is how it works.
This kind of
it's got a little zipper pouch.
And I keep my electronic stencils, my Apple Pencil for like when I sketch on my iPad Pro and stuff like that. So that's my 3-tier, depending on how much I need.
Right.
Marker storage, and those are pretty much always packed and ready to go, so I can just grab those.
Just grab and go. I have the same
except
sort of
for
setup.
Alcohol markers, which I keep out in my studio. So those I do have to pack.
Well, and then you could just throw them in there too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
Right.
It's not brain surgery.
The next thing you might want to pack is for stamping.
Stamping.
You want to talk a little bit about this?
Okay.
So first of all, let's talk about this box.
All right. So first, my go-to, and I believe Sarah's too, is just an Iris 12x12. It's just a plastic case.
Yeah, you guys have seen these.
Hold
it's great for scrapbooking, card making. I mean, I just love these bags. Bags.
This is a box.
What is this,
Sarah?
now?
This is a bag.
I know the difference between a box and a bag. It was an accident. So these boxes, we have a gazillion of them. We use them by the score.
For each of our kids, for each of our products, when we're planning and designing and things like that. Everything that goes with it goes into one box.
And so for traveling,
it's great for traveling because so one of the things I like to use are the little tiny, these are from Stampin' Up, these are called ink spots, and if you subscribe to their Paper Pumpkin,
you get one every month.
And then there's also, I mean, this isn't the one we're talking about, but Tim Holtz has a line of the smaller
they're just like this size, but they're little mini ink pads, and those you can get them on like scrapbook.com. Is probably the best price for Tim Holtz inks, because his inks can be a little bit pricey,
but tons of different people carry them too.
And then
Recollections at Michael's
has the little mini spots. This is a wooden stamp case this is actually a Stampin' Up one, and they sell them empty. You can just buy empty ones, and so I use it to keep my mini spots in.
And it keeps them all nice and neat, and they're not just roaming around in the box. I'll usually pick one block.
You don't want to take all your blocks because they're heavy, and they take up a lot of space. So choose one, and then just like stamps up.
This is like 3 by 3 or something.
Like 3.5.
Just something that, like, if you pick a couple of stamp sets, make sure that you have a block that'll fit. So This one kind of almost just barely. So maybe you take 2 blocks and take a longer one.
In a corner or something.
Yeah.
Another thing that we mentioned that actually Rachel taught me is that in a pinch, your smartphone can totally be a base for your clear stamps.
Yeah.
It works.
My phone, true.
You just stick that stamp.
Just like you would stick it on the block, you can stick it right here on your phone, and it works. It works great. It works great for the clear out. Obviously, these are photopolymer from Stampin' Up. But grab a couple sets,
right?
2 or 3 sets. These are some that we sell with a couple of our kits. So this is the hedgehogs, and this was from one of our planner kits.
So the whole idea is it can be kind of challenging, but also kind of brings out your creative juices. Is you limit yourself, like you only bring certain colors, you only bring a couple stamp sets, and it helps you with your packing. But it also makes it so that you have to kind of figure out how to make it work. Yeah, which is always kind of a great exercise as a stamping artiste.
As a stamper too, we have to have a scrub typically to clean our stamps. So what we have found is paper towel, just a damp paper towel in a Ziploc bag, or baby wipes.
Baby wipes.
Or the chamois.
Yeah, does Lawn Fawn carry
Lawn Fawn carries the chamois, or you could just use a regular chamois, but just a little Ziploc box to protect everything from.
Is this a box then? A Ziploc box?
This is a bag. Did I say a box?
You did, and I just wanted to point out that you said box, but you meant bag. Is that right, Rachel? Okay. Okay. All right. Next is how do you pack your paper? Well, our cardstock, because you pack it the wrong way, it gets all dinged and bent up on the edges. It's going to get knocked around. Corners are going to get all dinged up. So we use these little plastic pouches with like the string fold, and we'll link to these. Amazon has them. Staples has them. Super easy to find. And sometimes if I'm traveling with my laptop, I actually slip this in the laptop case because the laptop gives it another level of stabilization.
So our cameraman is being a smarty pants and saying that Ziploc bags are having a new product called the Ziploc box now. So anyway.
So a couple of adhesives. And I would do like a liquid and a double-sided tape. And then that's what you get. Yep. And then, I have many other kinds, but that's what I'm saying. I'm going to take my Tombow and my extreme adhesive. That's it.
This is like a 4x6 photo
like
album,
a little brag book kind of thing. Book. You have them like for $1 sometimes.
At Michael's,
you can
find them for like $1.
Yeah.
And pre-stamp some images, and with your markers and stuff, and then you can throw that in there. Or if you're using
like your Big Shot or your
your dies,
you can actually pre-cut your dies in coordinating colors because you're going to limit yourself in your palette, right? And then just slip those pre-cut things in there. It keeps them all. You keep track of them,
dinged up,
and it keeps them from getting dinged up.
And
so
then now everything's kind of protected in here. Is that?
Yes.
You could possibly even throw in your markers.
If you're taking your markers, then you just have, and there you go.
And then you go, and everything's pretty safe. And
and then maybe I'd throw some snips in there because we didn't.
Some snips. We didn't put any snips in. So.
But yeah, what's the name of that tune? Okay, woo! Stop doing that. She's trying to hypnotize me.
I'm trying to hypnotize everybody to take their crafty bits on their travels.
If you, we just did a recent state of the paper where we purged through our stickers we set up sticker trays. And if you are working with something like that, and we'll link to that.
We'll link back to this article too
if you want to see it. But just so that you can, is this in the shot tea? Just so that you can, if you
quick
can
on the go,
you can just kind of grab a bunch of stickers
and throw them in one of your bags,
a few washies,
or in with your paper.
You're gone, and then you're done. Boom.
Or in your 4x6 thing. Yep. So
and you're good to go.
You're good to go, and so then you can get through some of that monthly work that you're getting through with your stickers.
So hopefully you will be traveling with your crafty bits.
Please travel with your crafty bits.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave them home; they get lonely.
Yeah.
They get sad. They don't want to be staying home alone.
We are not actually light travelers because when we travel, like to Creativation, we bring our office equipment. We bring printers.
We brought a printer and
a photo printer. I bring my photo printer.
Photo printer and a paper printer. And
so it's a little bit hypocritical of us to now kind of be starting like, everything in a 12x12 box when I don't even come close. But you could. I could do it. But if I'm traveling for business, sometimes I just need more.
If you're going to piano lessons or dance class or baseball or soccer practice and you're going to just be sitting there, you don't need to take a whole suitcase of business equipment.
That's true.
You just need a 12x12 box.
Yeah. And if you're going to if you're staying like in this great hotel, and you know that you're going to stay up later than your kids, but you have to be in the room, or your husband sleeps in and you don't you don't.
Or your roommate sleeps in.
Or your roommate sleeps in.
And you don't.
And you don't.
In a minute.
But before we get to that, Rach,
okay.
There's one other thing. Okay, so we're done with traveling now, but let's just move on to the next thing. There's a new product out by We Are Memory Keepers that we're super excited about. We're going to have it in our shop real soon. It is a whole reinforcer punch.
But it's a punch.
So it makes the little donut shape.
Remember
and
you
then
guys back in
just
high
glue
school?
them.
And you put them...
You can glue them onto here, but you can do them in coordinating papers.
I use them in my planners all the time.
I think I wanted to kind of do a scrapbook layout, which is a whole bunch of them all over.
Just a whole bunch of them everywhere, kind of like confetti.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So excited.
So,
thank you, We Are Memory Keepers.
Yeah, so that's really exciting, and I can't remember what it's going to retail for, but it's super affordable. It's not,
it wasn't bad at all.
It's not that big a deal. It's just a little punch. It's a little one.
Yeah, it's just a little one.
Yeah.
It's
So we'll have that coming out soon, and when we get it in, we'll for sure share it in State of the Paper.
We'll share it in State of the Paper when we have them here.
And one thing we do have, though, is I just received my Tim Holtz Distress Oxide.
I cannot
ink.
wait for her demo on this.
Yeah, I think probably if you're into paper crafting, you've heard of these.
And now Finders Keepers Crafting is going to do it.
Yes, there's really cool
something.
inks, and they react with water, so they brighten, and you can do these spatter techniques, and it's almost like a tie-dye thing. I mean, it's super cool, and he's come out with 12 colors here.
Can you see that?
You can see that. Yeah.
And of course we had to have them all.
Yeah, so we got the Econo pack there.
Yes.
And so that's
I
coming up.
cannot wait for her to do this.
I'm going to be doing a series of short videos using various techniques and making some cards and.
Are those going to be on YouTube? Are you going to put those on Facebook? We decided yet.
They're
going to be all
specifically for YouTube, but we'll probably bring them onto Facebook, or at least a link to them.
Something. Because you guys are going to want to see these if you haven't seen it yet. It's the coolest, funnest.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Like you look at this color and you think, oh yeah, okay, so like a faded orange, but then once the water hits it, it goes. It's crazy.
So cool.
So it's really cool. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll be doing that with you real soon. So
very fun. Very fun. I'm excited.
Yeah.
The State of the Paper is very exciting.
It is.
That's what I'm going to say.
It is.
State of the Paper is traveling excitement.
Yeah. On the road, looking for fun, happy trails.
On the road again.
Yep. She just wants to sing.
I just want to sing. We were singing. What were we singing earlier? We were singing something.
School's out for summer. We were doing that. And we're good at it.
And I said we should do it, and she said no, but I made her do it anyway.
Yeah. It's true, we are excellent singers, but we need to keep our focus on the paper crafting world, because if we try to split too much, that can ruin a career.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
We don't want people to be like, oh, you're so good, you should be famous singers, and then we're like torn.
And then we're like, yeah.
We're torn what to do.
I think I'm gonna stick with paper crafting.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for now, and then we'll just see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes.
You
might see us on America's Got Talent, making Simon cry. Or not.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Or
for
not.
Sure. Okay.
But we do hope that you guys have a fabulous weekend.
Yeah, and we will see you next week for sure, and we'll let you know how our meeting with James,
the washi guy,
went. And thank you so much for stopping by.
Have a good week, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.